your phone.
That's okay.
We still have a couple minutes, though. You know what I'm saying? I think it's weird. Is it because it's two phones that are logged in?
Uh-oh.
If not, I'll have to use your phone. But yeah.
Press start live.
No, this is why we
Yeah.
Accel Lifestyle joins the party. We got Amanda Kotler right here. She's our technical guru who got us on. Hello, everyone. I know I'm signing in a couple minutes early. Megan Eddings here of Accel Lifestyle, because those who know me and don't know me know that I sign into everywhere early. Hey, Erin. Hello. Erin Mallory Long. Where are you signing in from, Erin? Oh, girl, LA. Hi. We will be there in 3 weeks. The week of March 8th, we're actually flying out to LA because our apparel is actually made in California, like in the Vernon, LA area. So we'll be flying into LA from the Tuesday to Friday. But right now, I am calling from or dialing in from Houston, Texas. It's actually where I've lived for like 16 years. But my accent sounds a little funny because I hail from the great state of Rhode Island. But yeah, we love LA, and we haven't been able to go since honestly before the pandemic, because all of our factories basically shut down and just, that pandemic stuff. So thank you so much, Erin, for joining. We'll get officially started in, I don't know, like 30 seconds. I'm actually really excited. Actually, Erin, because you're on, I'm just curious to know, is this your first time ever going on a Verishop live stream, or is this something you do? Like, do you go on the Verishop kind of like sales live streams? Because this is my first one. Nope, I'm always here. Oh, well, this is probably not a bad place to be. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we're going to get started here in a couple of seconds. Thank you so much for joining. And I guess, yeah, we'll kind of just get started. Erin, you're on, so let's rock and roll, sister. So, again, this is my first Verishop live stream. My name is Megan Eddings. I'm actually the founder of Accel, and I'm so excited for Verishop. So basically, Amanda Kotler, she's our director of operations, baller shot caller, under promiser, over deliverer. She went to an event for a bunch of beauty and fashion brands, specifically fashion, and they were all raving about this Verishop app. And so she came back. I think she was in Miami for the event, and she's like, Megan, we've got to try this and just see what happens. I'm like, all right, cool. So Megan Eddings, founder of Accel. I hail from the great state of Rhode Island, but I've lived here in Texas for 16 years. Chemistry is actually my background. So basically, I'm a chemist turned entrepreneur / textile lover and creator. So I am actually wearing our ethical, sustainable Accel t-shirt right now. Hey, Kat, welcome to the Accel party. So I'm actually wearing our Accel timeless tee right now for women. And it's actually made out of patent pending fabric that I developed myself with a background in chemistry. So ladies, here's the scoop. When you sweat and you're wearing like hey, Kat, like a polyester, let's say work dress, or like a silk shirt or some kind of synthetic material, and like you feel really hot in it. Sometimes like you smell in your underarms and you're like, I know I showered today. I know I put on deodorant. Why does my underarms of my shirt smell? Well, that's because that synthetic fabric like isn't self-cleaning. It holds on to bacteria and it ain't cute. So I decided to invent a material that feels luxuriously soft, breathable, and kind of think about it like self-cleaning fabric, basically it's self-cleaning fabric, because no bacteria ever gets into the shirt, so it always stays smelling fresh. There's 0 chemicals in our apparel, and it's 100% sourced and made here in the States. So I was telling Kat, we actually make our fabric here in North Carolina. They make all of our fabric, and I'll go into the styles in a second. And then our clothes are actually made in California. So we'll be out in California in a couple weeks, just, meeting with our factories and stuff. So here's the timeless tee. Let's see. So again, this is my first ever Verishop. And so you'll see the timeless tee right there, and everybody gets a discount, which obviously is awesome. It's 100% source made here in the States. It uses our Prima fabric, which is patent pending actually in 120 countries. We first launched Accel Lifestyle in 2019. Took my team and I about 3 years. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Tap the product and then click the blue bar that says present to audience. Tap the product, present. Girl, okay, Aaron, you are always on here, and then we can see it. Okay, girl, you're, yep, okay, here we go. Aaron's keeping me in line over here. So that's the timeless tee you see. Thank you very much. That's the timeless tee you see. It comes in black and white. I'm actually wearing the white one. I literally wear it all the time. It's like a perfect fitted tee. We've done a bunch of sizes, a bunch of size models. So believe it or not, I'm actually wearing the large because I like things a little more looser fitting. And on the bottom, you'll see it actually, boop, boop, boop. This is a large as well, but there's a slight tapering up on the side, so it doesn't cut you straight across. It actually goes down just a little bit in both the front and the back. And you can see from the video, it actually drapes really well. It's really soft and buttery and like cloud-like. So it's pretty much the softest tee you will own in your closet. Now, also what you can do is you can wear it loose. However, for those who like a little pizzazz, I actually wear a lot of my shirts in a knot in the front. Now, I don't really expose the midsection because it's not really my jam. However, we've actually had girlfriends actually tuck it under, that old fashioned, like tuck it under and almost make it like a bra top. Or you can literally just like tie it in a knot here, and it's super cute under your favorite blazer, your favorite hoodie. Obviously, you can add some bling to it. I have been known, just probably gonna sound kind of weird, but I've been known to wear this shirt like 7 days in a row because it's an antibacterial, sustainable fabric. You actually don't have to wash it all the time. That's another thing we'll do for another day. But hello, Hudson. Oh, that's my girl. That's my friend from New York. Hello. So this is the timeless tee. It comes in black and white. We launched with 2 colors, black and white, quite frankly, that were just the most common. Now, for those of you who know me and don't know me, I believe you could put a blazer over pajamas and you're ready to hit like the red carpet. So everyone on my team laughs wherever I go, like the trunk of my car, in the office, at home. I always have an assortment of blazers because you just never know. So literally, it's like a perfect fitting tee, not too tight, not too loose. And I just throw on my blazer. Now with the blazer, I would absolutely tie it in a knot. It just, because the shirt underneath is kind of long and kind of looks the same as the blazer. So I would absolutely tie it in a knot if I were to wear a blazer, just to add a little pop of fun. So again, our fabric is completely sustainable, ethical, 100% made here in the United States. And my team and I have actually visited every single factory that we use to get a tour, to meet not only with the owners of the factory to make sure it's ethical and fair labor and people are paid and treated fairly, but more importantly, we basically wanted a tour of the factory floor where everyone actually makes the fabric, actually makes our gear, actually makes the apparel, because then that's when you really know that people are working in a great environment, in a healthy environment. So it's really important to us to be a sustainable company and to support factories and workers that are basically being treated and paid fairly. So that's a huge part of Accel. Obviously, we love fashion, we love apparel, and we love creating textiles. But at the end of the day, we want to put our head on the pillow at night and make sure that people were paid and treated fairly. So that's pretty much our main mission. So that was one of my, oh, and by the way, because I do like pizzazz, like put a little patch on the back of the blazer. And let's see, so there's that. And then we have the timeless tee as well in black. So you'll see it comes down slightly, and it's the same in the front and the back. Super breathable, super buttery soft. A nice tee, not too short, not too long. Same thing with the neckline, not too high, not too low. Funny story. So this particular shirt, the black t-shirt, I don't know what the heck I was doing recently, but I dropped some little spots on it I don't know what it was, something that same makeup, probably makeup that I couldn't get out. And so the makeup actually landed in a couple spots on the shirt. And I'm like, well, I don't want to walk around. Did you also pivot to face masks? We sure did. I'll actually bring up, yeah, I'll actually talk about that in a second. So whether for Accel apparel or any apparel, I had makeup spots on my shirt. And I was like, well, I don't want to just walk around wearing like makeup spots on my shirt. So I actually had a buddy of ours, which really anyone can do it, take a pair of scissors and literally cut out little slits where the makeup drops came down. So then I had this cool shirt that had a couple little slits up here. And then to make it kind of cool, I put some slits down here. So there's always a way to kind of take like the plain timeless tee, which is a timeless look, and kind of put your own creative spin on it. Let's see. Oh, Erin, thank you. The women's classic crop. Actually, you know what, girl? We'll just dive right to the women's classic crop because, quite frankly, this is a popular one. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Here we go. And then before I'll present it now, but someone asked about face masks. So we launched officially in August of 2019 for our apparel. And obviously the pandemic hits, and it was just wild, specifically in March of 2020 when no one knew what was going to happen. And because we chose to have our apparel sourced and made in the States, we were super blessed and fortunate that we had all this fabric made in our warehouse in Houston, as well as at our factory in California. So basically, overnight in March, I quite frankly, God, something spoke to me in the middle of the night and said, start turning your fabric into face masks. So we actually took our exact t-shirt fabric, our antibacterial patent pending fabric, turned them into face masks, and we were able to supply face masks to hospitals, to the U.S. military. We're now on contract with the Marines, the Navy, and the Navy SEALs to supply them face masks made out of the exact same fabric of this timeless tee that I just showed you. So, and here's an example of a face mask. I'd love to say that I'm sitting here like spaghetti arms, but Miss Amanda on the team is over here just running around, bringing me whatever I'm talking about. So we'll start talking about chocolate cake here in a second. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I digress. So here's an example of our Accel face mask. Dun, 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 dun. We actually donated thousands of these to orphanages, to nursing homes, to homeless shelters, to frontline healthcare heroes, to first responders. So everything we do in Accel, besides just the fabric being sustainable and ethical, we also have a huge mission of always giving back. So it was really exciting to not only have the fabric for apparel, but then be able to pivot to face masks and help protect people. So we were really excited about that. And actually, we'll always be excited about that. I noticed that someone added the classic crop to their bag. Basically, it is the exact same cut on the top as the timeless tee, except, as you can imagine, it is a crop. So the crop tee is not a super crop. It's not like, your underboob's going to be showing. However, that is a very sexy look if you're into that. I have friends that do it and they make it look real good. This is not that. So basically, if you're 5'3" or under, and you have like a higher waist on or a higher pant, this literally is going to hit you at the pant. So no midriff will be showing. However, if you want the midriff to be showing, again, we've had friends tie it in a knot in the front, tie it in the knot, in the back, on the side, and basically this shirt will carry you through your entire day. Whether it be brunch with girlfriends, you want to go to a spin class because basically it's basically breathable and it doesn't stink no matter how much you sweat with the technology. So it'll carry your whole day, and then by the end of the day, you can throw on that blazer again. You can throw on a skirt and dress up your classic crop. So it comes in white, and it's a nice bright white. It's not like that dingy white or whatever. It's a nice bright white. That's the back. That's the front. And again, as I move it, you can really see how soft it is. You can see how it flows and drapes really beautifully. There's nothing crunchy, I guess you could say, about it. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm also going to show you the next one is also our classic crop. This is an extra small, and they do run true to size. So the crops are basically true to size. If you want an oversized crop, I would suggest buying a larger size. But if you're true to size and want a little more on the fitted side, definitely go with whatever size you wear. But if you want that kind of boxier, bigger look, feel free to go up a couple sizes. So we also have, just if you thought black and white was getting kind of boring, we decided during the pandemic to just add a pop of color. Like black and white is great. We all, use black and white. However, we wanted to add a pop of color, so we actually hired 8th grade science teachers to use a toxic-free tie-dye to dye our apparel. So every single, let's see, we're going to do that one. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Amanda. That was your cute little finger you just saw. So every single piece of apparel that has any kind of tie-dye is literally tie-dyed one shirt at a time. So every single shirt is a little bit different, and they're literally tie-dyed in a house by 2 8th grade science teachers. And it was really important for us to not use any toxic chemicals and to only use natural chemicals for the actual tie-dye. So it's toxic-free tie-dye. We have the pink, which is my favorite color because it matches my pink lipstick. However, I then have blue eyes, so I can't go wrong or don't go wrong with the nice blue. And it was funny when we launched the pink and the blue, I wasn't sure how many blue we'd sell, to be honest with you, if that was really a customer favorite. The amount of blue we've sold for females, it's been really cool to see. So this is our nice blue. Again, you can see every tie-dye, they're a little bit different. Everyone is uniquely tie-dyed. So they're a little bit different. And again, you can see how soft it is. It's an antibacterial fabric. So even after for those science nerds on the phone, my fellow nerds, even after 100 washes, it's still 98% antibacterial. So what that means is, as you wear it, bacteria will not get into the shirt, therefore it will not smell. It makes an amazing travel shirt. So whenever we talk about our apparel and our fabric, they're like, wait a minute, because people are now flying again and traveling. So they definitely use our face masks for travel. But as far as like the perfect tee to throw in your suitcase, you can do your long flight. You don't have that kind of crunchy, mildewy, kind of like gross feel from being on the plane all day, whether it's a 2-hour, jet set to Miami or a 9-hour jet set to Paris. You're going to have that fresh feel when you get off the plane by using Accel. And the great thing is you don't have to worry about washing it on your trip because the bacteria does not get into the shirt. So as you're traveling, rather than have like 6 outfits per day, just bring 1, 2, 3 shirts and change up the shirt. You can work out in the shirt. You can, again, add a blazer. You can pair it with a skirt, a cute pair of shorts and a sneaker as you go explore new cities. If you're doing like Canyon Ranch, or there's so many options to do, but it definitely is the perfect travel tee because it's antibacterial, super soft and breathable. And it actually, which I did not say, it actually includes Supima cotton in it as well. Dying, so cute. Thank you, Michelle. So basically, it also has has Supima cotton, and I had the pleasure 2 years ago to get invited again out to California to an actual cotton farm. There's only 5 states in the United States that grow Supima cotton, with the biggest, I guess, amount coming from California. So I actually had the opportunity to meet the farmers. It's the only medium left, but would that be good for 5'3" kid? Oh yeah, so 100%. So Amanda, how tall are you? Oh, she's 5 foot. Must be because of those platform sneakers she wears. I thought she was like 5'5". But yeah, so Amanda's 5 foot. She wears the crop all of the time. The medium would absolutely be perfect. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. And so, yeah, we have the Supima cotton in here as well, which also makes it extremely luxuriously soft. So let's see, we'll go to another style because people always ask, it's funny, they're like, oh, well, do you have men's clothes? And I laugh and I'm like, well, the reason this even started was because of my husband. So he and I are super into fitness. We got married 7 years ago, and like, the domesticated wife, which I barely cook. Don't worry, that was a joke. But I started washing his workout clothes. He was doing CrossFit really early in the morning, and he would do CrossFit, and he had that kind of wicking dry fit material on, and it just stunk. Like we all know that smell of like clothes that stink or socks that stink, and you kind of can't get the smell out. It drove me nuts that my husband showers all the time, even like more than I do. He's wearing deodorant, but I couldn't get that stink out of the clothes. And so I majored in chemistry and I specialized in biochem. So I just started researching from a scientific standpoint, why do our clothes smell? Like we're basically putting people on the moon. We're planning trips to Mars. I mean, Elon Musk is like doing his own, like, rocket ship. Why do we have clothes that still stink? So it took about 3 years to develop the fabric. And I mentioned earlier, it's now patent pending in 120 countries. So the next one I'm going to show you, this was literally the first design we ever did, was our men's epic tee. So essentially, for all the stinky men in your life, and let's be honest, pretty much all of them, boys, husbands, fathers, sons, cousins, twice removed cousins, again, not only is it excellent to work out, and you see just kind of just even just how I drape it, it's extremely soft, breathable, buttery soft. It's the men's epic tee, definitely true to size. So whatever size t-shirt the man in your life wears, literally buy the exact same size and it'll totally fit. Oh, and by the way, we do free shipping and free returns. So, hey, so super buttery soft, epic tee. Again, excellent for your everyday t-shirt to work out in. But as people are also traveling more now, the summer months are coming up. It's just hot everywhere. It's the perfect tee to travel in as well. Hop on the airplane. We are really actually proud of our hang tags too, because it just kind of tells a story about the brand, how we're based here in Texas, and everything's sourced and made here in the United States, just to make sure that people are paid and treated fairly. Oh, an avocado. That's kind of cool how you just did that. So those of you who are on right now, this is my first ever Verishop live stream. So any kind of things you throw, like a heart, or I swear I just saw someone throw an avocado up. Oh, diamonds. Oh, this is cool. Makes me feel good. I feel like I want to like tell jokes. Okay, that avocado is so cool. I mean, they're literally doing like, you hit hearts sometimes and hearts go flying up. It's like a moving avocado. I had avocado for breakfast this morning, part of my breakfast. So anyway, here we are with the Epic Tee for men. It comes in black. It comes in white. Dun, da, da, da. Super soft. Funny thing is, some men in our life, they actually bought the apparel to work out in because the whole point is it does not smell. Well, all of a sudden, the guys in our life, we start seeing that they're wearing it out like to the restaurants and bars on like Thursday. It's now become these guys' favorite tee. We sell locally here in Houston in country clubs and boutiques. And we actually were in Austin, Texas a couple days ago. They're about to start carrying our apparel out there. And then the week of March 8th, we'll be in California to go visit our factory, but also a boutique country club resort place just started carrying our clothes outside San Diego too. So we're going to go out there and say hi and give them training about why our company is, I don't know, exciting and fun, and just any support anyone can give. We absolutely love it. So I'm also going to go now to, it's the same idea as the Epic Tee I just showed you. Now that's the Epic Tee, but we also have, I actually don't see it on here, but we have it for the female, but here's the scoop, team. We have beautiful Teresa modeling the Epic Tee. So she, in that picture, you'll see the American flag. She's actually wearing that shirt, but it is the men's Epic Tee, the same men's shirt I just showed you, which is a bigger version of the Timeless tee that I'm wearing. So Timeless is the female cut. Epic Tee is either the male cut, if you will, or quite frankly, I just like the Epic Tee as well because it's kind of bigger. But here's the scoop. So this is our, by far, hands down, number one seller for men. However, it's also, I mean, obviously I say I love all the shirts that we sell, but you do have favorites. We actually designed this. You'll see the American flag with the word Accel down the side. And it's really meaningful to me because my brother is actually a Marine. He served 3 tours in Iraq. And so anything to do to just kind of support the men and women of the military is extremely important to us. We actually launched face masks as well that had the American flag embroidered in. So yes, this is, we live in America, and, we're sourced and made here, and we take pride in supporting workers that are actually making our clothes. But on a personal level, the fact that it's the American flag basically just pays thanks to all the men and women that have served and serve in our military. So very appreciative. So This is this shirt. And then we have it's called Stars, Stripes, and Stance. We also have it, you guessed it, we have it in white as well. And so it's the Epic Tee. There you go. And I know I see we have 8 minutes left. I'm going to keep going, kind of showing you the styles. And it's all made out of that same Prima material. So we're going to stick in the theme of men's fit clothing. We also have, for the people that like, runners, since people, since cities are now definitely opening up more now than they were. The amount of people that are working out outside that may not feel comfortable going inside to the gyms, our tank, we can barely keep our tanks in stock. Everyone is looking for a tank top to go outside, sweat in, have not so bad of a farmer's tan, as my husband calls it. He was raised on a farm, and so the farmer's tan thing is a thing. So we have the Intensity tank, and this is definitely more for a men's physique, and just a little bit of a feature down the side, just to add a little flair. We put almost like a band down the side. I'm trying to see how you can't see it. Hold on. I'm not doing a good job. Hold on, team. I'm not doing a good job here. Let's see. All right. I feel like Vanna White over here. So it's more of you'll see the 2 stitches where my fingers are, and it actually goes all the way up. It's kind of hard to see here. A panel. There you go. So on each side, it's a basic panel versus a seam down the side. It's just a nice panel for a little bit of what I want to say is a men's tank and a little bit of flair. The men's, a little bit of a detail, I guess we'll call it. I guess we'll call it a detail. Let's see. So again, we have that in black and white. Dun, da, da, da. Miss Amanda will gladly put these on a hanger. All right. Now, here's the scoop. My mother. Dun, da, da. Thank you, Amanda. Girl, you're good. So my mom is 74 years old. Actually, I think she's 73. She'd kill me. She'll turn 74 in June. She's 74. She works out 4 times a week. We grew up in a very, very fitness-minded family. Yes, the physical effects are great, but the mental effects, as you all know, for working out and get those endorphins kicking it's bar none, one of the best feelings. So when I was designing apparel, Mom knew I was doing the sustainable, ethical, soft, antibacterial fabric. But she's like, hey, Meg, with the young people, all they wear now are crops. You need to design a shirt for the non-crop wearers, for the 70-year-old ladies that work out. And I'm like, well, here's the deal, Mom. I know some 70-year-old ladies that would rock a crop all day long, look great. But if you don't want a crop, I got you, Claire. And by the way, my mom's 5'11", so she'd look great in a crop, but that's not her. Anywho, here we go. This is called the Power Tank. So we have the Power Tank, which, as far as tanks are concerned, I don't really wear crops. This is actually my favorite tank. So you'll see, let's make sure it's showing. Yep. You'll see it's actually, shorter in the front, but by no means shorter. It still comes like right above, generally speaking, your female private part area. So it's not cropped. It's definitely full coverage. So it's full coverage in the front. It's definitely not fitted. It's definitely flowier, a little more movement you can see. And then just if you want to cover the back side a little more, we have a little slit on the side, a 1-inch slit for a little character. But then you'll see on the back, it actually goes down a little bit. So this can be worn over leggings like I have on right now. Quite frankly, I wear this a lot with a pair of jeans, and I like a bunch of jewelry. Actually, I had this on this morning when I came into work. And again, I put my shirts in a knot. So the back still hangs kind of low, but the front just adds a little, fashion aspect, tying it into a knot in the front. I always throw on a necklace, and then basically it's ready to go. And a really cool thing, for those of you who have children on the phone, we were at an event 3 weeks ago, I guess, at a tennis event. And so we're there because our apparel are for adults, if you will. We don't have a children's line yet. Well, it's amazing what we learn from customers. So this lady comes up and she bought some, shirts, some power tanks for herself to play tennis, to play pickleball, just to be outside and be moving. And she's like, oh, you guys going to have any children's clothes coming up? We're like, I don't know, maybe. She had her 2 little daughters there and literally bought 2 power tanks as tennis dresses for her 2 daughters. We couldn't, because really it actually looks like a tennis dress. And if I put it up to me, I'm 5'5" according to my gynecologist. So yeah, 5'5". So anyway, you put it up there and basically it's kind of long, and I'm 5'5", so on a little, girl or boy that wants to wear a tennis dress, it's perfect for a tennis dress as well. Now we have black, but back to the fun, you might not wear black for a tennis dress for a kiddo. You could have the white. I know a lot of tennis players wear white. Da, 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 da. Then we have, thank you, Miss Amanda. She's good on that. How cool would that be as like a dress for a kiddo, or a shirt for an adult? Or, I don't know if you want to do this, but I was going to say the adult could wear the shirt and then let their kid borrow it for a dress. I don't like that idea. Scratch that idea. They'll get ice cream all over it. I know this is going to work. Or mom might spill a martini on it. I don't know. So anyway, here's our power tank. This is, I'd say tops two. Bestseller for men is the Epic Tee with the flag. And for women, it really is a 50-50 split between our power tank and then our crop classic. Those are our two most popular styles for women. So that is this. I know we have about 2 minutes left. Thank you, Amanda. So basically, I want to take this time to really say thank you. This is my first ever Verishop, and you all were super supportive. I mean, when you're throwing up avocados, how do you, and diamonds on a Friday, how do you not just smile from ear to ear? So thank you so much. Yeah, my first ever Verishop, and it's been a lot of fun, and I definitely felt like Vanna White. And it was great to practice and kind of talk about the brand and answer questions. And I know it's difficult to see through a camera just how buttery soft our fabric is, but just moving it around, you see it just drapes really well. And so it's super soft, sustainable. And the most important thing about our brand, with anything that we sell, is that we have to be able to put our heads on the pillow at night and know that every decision we made for the company is the best for humanity and the environment. Yes, we want to have a thriving business and a scaling business and do good in the world. And part of that is that every person that makes our tags, that sews our shirts, that makes our fabric, that they are paid and treated fairly. And so that's really important to us as well. So when you're supporting Accel Lifestyle, yes, you're supporting our company, but you're also supporting making sure people that are paid and treated fairly when making your garments. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This has been an absolute blast. I'm excited to announce I've had a blast. I keep saying that, but I did. And I'll be back on probably in about a month, maybe 3 weeks. We are launching something really exciting. And let's just say we focused on the top half today. We may or may not be focusing on the bottom half on our next Verishop live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to give yourself some grace and have loads of fun. And don't forget to take naps. Bye, everyone. So that was a goodbye. And now we're just going to kind of figure out kind of how to end it. I would say it's probably the X on the top left. End the live stream. Bye-bye.